Good morning and welcome to My Chamber TV. I'm Annette with the Safety Harbor Chamber, and our first guest is Gabriella from blendsweatsocial. Hi Gabriella, how are you this morning?
I'm doing great, Annette. Thank you for having me.
Oh, we're delighted to have you. I want to learn more about blendsweatsocial. I'm ashamed to say I've not been in there other than to look at your beautiful studio. So tell me a little bit about it. How long have you been there? And what does blendsweatsocial stand for? How'd you come up with the name? I'm full of questions, so you go ahead.
Thank you, Annette. Well, first of all, I'd love to have you. We are a yoga and fitness facility. We specialize in hot yoga, non-heated yoga classes, as well as fitness-related classes like a hot Pilates, and then our signature class, which is our blend class. And we've blended a cross training between a weighted class and a yoga class, all in 1 and 45 minutes, which we really enjoy and is one of our most popular classes.
Okay, now does the blended class include a little bit of Pilates and yoga?
A little bit of everything, lots of compact movements. We've got weighted bars, weighted balls, free weights, booty bands, Pilates balls, discs. Lots of equipment that we can use. Yes, so we make sure that we keep it very interesting and upbeat and fun. So not only are you sweating and building strength and stretching out your muscles, but you're also having a good time and building community.
Do you use all these devices in one class, or is that blended class?
It changes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it
changes.
changes.
I was getting tired just thinking of having to do this and this and this.
Yes,
oh, okay.
It changes. It all depends on the teacher and what they have planned for the class. But we like to, keep changing things up so people stay interested and excited about it.
Right, a little variety is always fun. How many teachers do you have?
We have about 8 teachers.
Oh, wow.
5 that are always on the schedule. Some come and go and substitute, but we've got a great teacher base. Everybody's knowledgeable and kind and very energetic and enthusiastic.
Are they patient with someone that's never been to the
Oh my
studio?
goodness, yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. We try to make everyone feel comfortable. We've got something for everyone. So for a seasoned practitioner, we've got a power yoga class and a hot flow class. For somebody new to the practice, we've got a warm recovery class, long holds, deeper stretches, not in the heat. So if somebody's worried about the heat, that's a great place to start. We also have a Zen Yen, which is super meditative. Oh, and it's such a great class to end your day.
Yeah.
So the teacher turns down the lights, puts candles out. She uses props like bolsters and blocks and straps, and she just makes it a really comfortable atmosphere for everyone. And it's at the end of the night, so it's perfect. I've heard everyone say they get the best night's rest after a Zen Yen's class.
It sounds so relaxing. So when you say it's at night, how late at night is it?
It's at 6:45 on Thursday evenings.
Okay. So you can go home all refreshed and relaxed and ready to go. Well, tell me a little bit more about the specifics of each class, because there's hot yoga, there's not hot yoga, and then regular yoga.
Yes. So we've got our hot flow class, which is a vinyasa-based hot yoga class. It's 60 minutes. It changes so the teacher can flow the postures together, make it really fun. And we pretty much go over all of the postures that you would typically have in a yoga class. We just kind of mix them together and flow them together. So it's almost like a yoga dance. You'll hold postures, so you'll build strength and space, but then you'll have the heat in our hot flow class.
How hot is the heat?
So it can be anywhere from 100 to 105 degrees. Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's warm. And the purpose of that, I'm assuming, is to release the toxins in your body.
Absolutely.
Can you tell me more about that?
Yes, you release toxins. It doesn't take as long to stretch out. The warmth really helps the muscles.
Yeah.
So for me, my favorite is a hot yoga class. You just leave there dripping after a long weekend of lots of fun. You could just feel it all come out. You're like a brand new person when you leave.
Oh, I want to feel brand new.
Yes, it is. It's definitely addicting. Once you start, it's really hard to stop.
Okay. Yeah.
And then other than that, we've got our warm recovery. Same concept, except for you'll hold postures longer. It's really great for injury. Again, someone new to the practice. And we flow our postures together, so you'll still use a vinyasa flow, but lots of modified versions and lots of hands-on adjustments as well as props to make everyone feel comfortable.
Yeah.
We also have a power flow class, which is a little bit more on the advanced side. It is heated. There is a flow. The teacher will teach the class how to stand on their hands or start the process of standing on their hands.
I wonder if someone my age could learn how to stand on their hands.
Yes, absolutely. But while she's teaching that, if someone isn't as interested as their neighbor to stand on their hands, she offers more cardio. So you're constantly moving and there's something for everyone. So again, everyone feels comfortable.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about the class. You mentioned that, is it the recovery that is good for people that might have had some type of injury? Like I had a neck injury several years ago, so there's a little tenderness there.
Perfect place to start.
Why would I go to the recovery class for an injury? How does that?
It's slower paced.
Okay.
It's not done in the heat. There are props.
Okay.
So a lot of people with injury need blocks and straps and bolsters to work into these postures so that they feel a little bit more comfortable and supported.
And I'm imagining those bolsters are those little no, those are blocks. There's blocks, which are the little square blocks that are like out of some type of foam, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then the bolsters are those long,
they're
round,
long. They're like
cylinder
round pillows. Yes.
Oh. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So we have all the goodies to make everyone feel comfortable and work through their injuries.
Yeah.
And, it's a really great space.
So it's for almost every age and every condition, the newbie as well as the experienced yoga and fitness person. Okay.
Something for
excellent.
everyone.
Yeah, yeah. So what are your hours of the day? Are you open every day? And what kind of hours do you have so that our guests can, learn more about I want to go.
Yes.
I know they're going to be convinced and want to go. They're going to know, okay, when and where.
It's excellent. So our first class of the day is at 6 a.m. And we go all the way up till 6:45 or 7 p.m. Monday through Sunday. And we try to, like our 6 a.m. classes, we make sure that we offer at least one of each class on the schedule. So typically if you're a 6 a.m. person, you work out 6 a.m. every day or every other day. So you get a little bit of everything. You'll have, I did forget to mention, we've got the sequence, which is similar to like a Bikram class, except for there's a vinyasa flow, but it's the same routine every time you come. So it's really great for newbies as well as advanced practitioners because it takes all the thinking out of it because you know what's coming next.
Nice.
So you keep doing the same poses over and over again, and each time you can go just a little bit deeper. If you're really not feeling it that day, it's fine. You don't have to think about it. You kind of just go with the flow. So we offer that class as well for everyone, and that is heated.
Okay, I like what you said about that because sometimes it's so easy to focus on, okay, what are we doing? Where do I move this arm and this leg? And after repetition, you'll know, so it kind of builds on that, right? Okay.
And that's the purpose. And it's really nice. You don't have to look at the teacher or look around the room.
Right.
You kind of just go through it because your body's so used to it. And the teacher's there for guidance to keep things moving along.
Excellent. So, how long have you been in business, and are you also one of the instructors?
I am.
What's your favorite class to instruct?
So my favorite class would be the blend class. My background is competitive cheerleading, so I'm very into lots of movement and compound movement, and I'm a master multitasker. So whatever we do, if we're working our arms, working our legs at the same time, and I try to go through the entire body in 45 minutes.
Wow.
So that's really my favorite class to teach. However, I love all the classes on the schedule. And I do teach. I teach Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I teach 3 classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, starting at 6 a.m. and ending at 10:30. And then Saturdays, 8:30 and 9:30. So I try to, and I sub quite a bit as well. So if the teachers take a vacation or need the day off, I'm happy to fill in the space.
Sounds like you have a busy schedule. Tell me what you're holding in your hand.
Yes, so I've got first class free coupons that you can find here in the visitors center in Safety Harbor. But also if you come to the studio and you want to take a class without paying for it, you just let me know that you've seen this video and I will take care of you. But you might be able to find one of these around town. And it just tells a little bit about the business as well, what we stand for. I haven't mentioned it yet, but we're also a small event space for social gatherings. I've hosted retirement parties and baby
tell me a little bit about that. We've got just a few seconds left, but I've noticed that you've got tables out back and a covered area on the side.
Yes, we've got tons of things that people have used in the past for parties, high top tables, picnic tables, tablecloths. We remove anything that makes it look like a yoga studio.
Wow.
And we just fill it with, everyone's decorations and their family and friends.
Awesome. My gosh, you have so much to say. That means people have to stop in and see your shop, your studio, and take advantage of booking an event there. And thank you so much for coming, Gabriella.
I really appreciate it.
Looking forward to seeing you at the studio.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome back to My Chamber TV, and our guest this morning is Noelia, and you're with Sunset Sweets by Nono.
Correct.
Oh, so good to have you.
Thank you.
And I'm loaded with questions, so I want to know what kind of delicious baked goods you have and how you got your name and a little bit about your background.
Sure. So I'm Noelia Gonzalez, and I started very little when I was 8 years old.
8?
Yes.
8 years old you were baking?
I learned
Oh my gosh.
from my grandmother. And then I just, kept going. I went to college for a culinary degree. And now I'm combining like the savory part of the culinary industry with the sweets. I do custom cakes. I do cake pops. I do cake jars.
What are these?
Cake pops.
Cake pops.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they look delicious.
And I love having, the delivery of the creative part of it. When people say just surprise me with the cake. So I just get very creative and design for them.
Yeah. How do you decide what flavors to use when someone says surprise me?
So I definitely ask them to see what are like their favorite flavors. And I definitely have a menu set for Sunset Sweets by Nono, but I cater to them as well. Like if they decide I will like lemon with white chocolate, so I will just combine the flavors for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's more personalized.
Yeah, and I bet it's fun to kind of tweak it and make
Yes.
make it unique
Definitely.
for each. So you said you were baking at 8 years old?
Well, I was baking and learning how to cook as well with my grandma and also my father and my mother. They love to cook, so I kind of like have that from very little. And then when I went to college, I actually did the culinary degree in international cuisine. So I have a little bit of background from Puerto Rican cuisine, Asian, French, and all that nice stuff. So I love to combine spices also with my cakes.
Yeah, well that explains why I detected a little bit of an international flavor in some of your samples that you left here at the chamber one day. A little bit of a French background, and it was like, oh, this tastes like a pastry I'd find in Paris or something.
Nice.
So you studied international culinary, not just culinary baked goods.
Yes.
Yeah, interesting. So what are some of the typical spices that you use depending on what international flavor you're trying to introduce into your baked good?
So something very different that I used to in my bakes is the paprika. It's very unusual, yes. It's mostly used in the Indian background cuisine. And I like to combine it with guava, and it goes very well.
Guava, what's guava?
Guava is a tropical fruit.
Oh, yes.
Yes, is very like sweet and very tangy at the same time, so it's very good. And then I also love to use clove and cinnamon with my desserts. I have a chocolate cake, which I infuse with the clove, cinnamon, and cardamom as well.
Oh, yum.
So
That
I
sounds
love
delicious.
having these different combinations because it just bring to the table a very different dessert
Yeah.
that you can't find anywhere.
So what type of desserts do you use paprika in? I'm thinking maybe chocolate or more your vanilla.
No, I
'Cause
actually
it's spicy.
combine them. Yeah, I combine them with the vanilla flavoring, cheese, and the guava.
Okay.
That's the
Any specific kind of cheese?
the cream cheese.
Cream cheese.
Yes,
Oh
that's
yeah.
the normal one that we can
that-
kind of like adjust very well with the different recipes.
Yeah. So what are in these cute little jars
So
here? Let's
these
hold one up
ones-
and see.
Yeah, we have cake and frosting. This specific flavor is pistachio. With the frosting, it has basil, coconut, and ginger.
Basil.
Yes.
Oh.
That's another thing. I like to combine the savory, part of my culinary background with the sweets. So,
Okay.
and it's very interesting and people love it. So
Yeah, so it's sweet as a typical dessert, but picks up some of those flavors that you would have
correct.
in your other dishes.
I don't like to have like overly sweet desserts.
Oh, good.
So yeah,
That's why I
love
like your
having-
desserts.
Yes, and definitely these type of desserts can be used in like for a dessert table, and also they can be like personalized for a wedding. Like we can have like for a wedding favor. I can remove the sticker and actually do a personalized sticker
Oh, how
for the
nice.
wedding with the
Yeah.
name of the groom and the wife and the special date as well.
Yeah, so I take it you do these for maybe little children's parties and
Correct.
birthday parties and
Correct.
so forth.
They are very popular mostly with, for example, I recently had an order for a 1-year birthday. So I do a small mash cake with the cake pops.
Okay, you do a
side
small
with it.
cake. What type of small
Yes.
cake did you call it?
Smash cake.
What's a smash cake?
It's very popular with little kids. People, I had recently a customer that they order a specific cake for each month to take pictures for the
Oh,
kids, like
yeah.
each development and everything. So it was very interesting and it's very popular now. So we have like very small, like 4-inch cakes.
Oh,
Yeah.
bigger than a cupcake, but
Yeah, it's bigger than
not
a
full
cupcake,
cake.
but it's
Uh-huh.
definitely very small, like probably for 4 or 5 people.
Yeah, and I take it you deliver.
Yes, I deliver and also receive people at my home. We are a home bakery as of now.
Yeah, so you must have a big kitchen and a
it's
large
very-
dining
it's
area
very-
too.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So you host some of the events at your place, your home.
We
Oh,
actually do private events. We
private
go to-
events.
yes.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
go
yeah.
to whatever venue the customer.
So tell me about Sunset Sweets by Nona. How did you come up with your name? I'm thinking Nona is something special to you.
So when I moved from Puerto Rico here, I have these different friends, native from here, and they couldn't pronounce my name properly. So they put that nickname, Nono. So when I was thinking about the name and make it like very special, I decided like Sunset Sweets by Nono.
By Nono. I like that. It's
Thank you.
cute. I knew there was a story behind it and I
Yes.
wondered what. Yeah, exactly. So when people want to contact you, how's the best way for them to contact you?
So I have a Facebook page, I have Instagram, and my phone number. They can just message me or call. And we ask questions like what flavors, what event, how many people you want to feed, and then just go from there. And I love having that communication directly with the customers.
Yeah, that's great. Well, you said that you enjoy, one of your favorite things to do is to mix different flavors and surprise people. Do you have one special baked good that you get excited about making? You might get excited
Yes.
about them all, but one in particular?
Yes, the particular one is the tropical carrot cake. We call it tropical treat. And it is a carrot cake, is spice as well. I have my spice combination over there. And I use pineapple, coconut, pecan, and cranberries with it.
Oh, cranberries.
Yes.
Oh.
So instead of raisins, and it gives like a very tangy bite. to
Yeah,
it.
I bet it does.
It's my favorite. It's really good.
Yeah, it sounds delicious too. Yeah. So what are your next type of orders like? Do you have weddings or birthday parties scheduled or?
Yes, so I have a wedding coming soon, And I also looking forward for the having my location to be able to cater not only like private events, but also kind of like collaborate with restaurants, local restaurants, and for example, realtors for open houses or like flower shops to make sure I could.
Oh, exactly. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I was reading your bio on your website, I believe, and you were you sold baked goods to a famous hotel in, was it San Juan?
Yes, Intercontinental Hotel. I
Yeah.
actually was an employee over there, and I developed a dessert menu for them. So that's when it kind of like hit me, like I can do this for myself.
Oh,
and have my
yeah.
own business. Yes.
So what did they do when you left?
They had to come up with another menu.
Their own menu and their own
Yes.
recipes.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I bet they miss you, but we're
Yes.
glad to have you here and available.
you.
And we're so glad to have you as a member of the chamber also.
Yes.
I know guests enjoyed the samples that you left out. I
Yes.
think that was last month as a featured member. And of course, I enjoyed tasting them too. I found them delicious and not too sweet. They were just right.
Thank you.
So, got one more question before we wrap it up. Tell me about a traditional wedding that you would do. Do they do? I haven't been to a wedding in a while. So, do you do the bride's cake and the groom's cake, or
Yes.
well, I don't know what the trend is right now.
So right now, actually, the trend is for small cakes and having like the cake jars for the people, you know, attending the
Yeah,
venue.
great.
And also, they're doing multi-tier cakes with like very bright colors instead of the
wow.
traditional white and the pretty flowers. They're kind of like experiencing more like creative
Yeah.
flow for
Well,
the
things tend to
wedding.
change, and that sounds
Yes.
like a little more practical too, and
Correct.
colorful. Well, thank you so much for joining
Thank
us,
you for the
and
opportunity.
continue dropping off brochures at the chamber so we can help
will.
help you market your business as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, and stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back to My Chamber TV, and thank you, John from One Clean Gutter, for joining us this morning.
Honored to be here.
Well, thank you. We want to learn more about your company, Clean Gutters.
Absolutely, as the name says, one clean gutter. Our goal really is to assist the community on commercial and residential gutters and provide that service to them. Locally, as we know, we have an aged community, and we want to make sure that they're not up on the ladders and doing the things that could possibly harm them, and also educate the consumer about the importance of keeping a gutter clean for the long term, health of the home, foundation, windows, and such.
How does it specifically help a home? I assume it keeps certain areas from deteriorating, maybe some of those areas you just mentioned. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
100%. Yeah, gutters are not opaque, so you can't see them, right?
Well,
so,
yeah.
So they get filled up, and we don't pay attention to them until they're overflowing. And when they're holding water, instead of eliminating them out towards the street or drainage, they can do damage to the home, the fascia, foundation, windows, and as you know, water damage to a home is substantial and costly.
Costly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what tends to be the majority of the debris that collects in gutters in this particular area?
Yeah, I mean, we live in Florida here now, so in the coastal areas, thankfully, we don't have a tremendous amount of need, but we still don't want the customer to get up on the second story, third story roof, right? So, we provide both the cleaning service, brand new gutters. Gutters typically last about 10 to 15 years.
Okay, I was going to ask you if you installed gutters as well.
Yes.
So you clean them and
Yes.
offer.
Yeah, we offer both the cleaning services, the brand new seamless gutters and repair if the gutters are in fairly good condition, but we can do some repairs. And we also provide what's called a gutter protection or a gutter filter, so that say second or third story home and then the house is covered with trees, we can install a product called One Gutter Guard that will filter all the debris out. It'll keep all the debris out, only allow water to come in.
Is that something that's on the top that prevents stuff from going through?
That's correct.
And then
yes.
does that blow off with the wind, or
Yes.
do you, okay, tell me
Yes.
a little bit about how that works.
Absolutely. The product sits, it's generally a filter. It sits on top of the gutter. It's made out of aluminum and stainless steel.
Okay,
Right?
so
So it'll
durable,
last and very
yeah.
durable in this Florida heat and sun. And what it does, of course, it keeps the leaves and debris out of the gutter. When they're in the gutter, they stay moist and wet and attracts animals, bugs, all sorts of things like that. And of course, gutters, their whole job is to drain water, out of them. If they're full with debris, they tend to hold water. And that's the opposite effect. Some, if you drive around, you'll see that they use them as planters because the debris then degrades, and then there's trees and flowers growing out of the gutters. They're not planters. They're meant for a specific purpose.
Not too attractive to have plants growing out of your gutters,
No,
is it?
it's not. It's not.
I've only cleaned gutters one time on a house I owned, and I only did it once and realized you need gloves to do it. There were all kinds of little things living in there,
Yes.
mostly ants. I thought, okay, never again. I've got to have someone clean my gutters. So
Yeah.
I can see the importance of having a company that specializes in that.
Yeah, and we're licensed, bonded, and insured. There's a lot of people that will say, oh, let's get little Johnny down the road to come over and do that job, the neighbor's child and so on. But there's a lot of potential harm that can come from that. He could fall, he doesn't know what he's doing, and he doesn't have insurance to cover himself. So it's important to have a licensed and insured company to come out and maintain your product. And that's what we're really about, is making sure that the home is protected and doing what it's supposed to do from the outside in.
So you have seamless gutters. Does that mean one continuous gutter around your home? Tell me about a seamless gutter. I'm curious.
Absolutely.
I'm sure our guests are too, our listeners.
Yes. So seamless means that our crews will come to the home and they measure in each individual section. So if you have a long section, that will be all one seamless gutter to the corner, right? There are gutters that you can purchase at Home Depot and things like that. They come in 10-foot sections and they have to have seams. So more seams, more issues that can come up over time. So,
I imagine,
so
Would
these are
they
custom.
deteriorate where the seams are?
That's correct. It's caulking, and over time the sun can bake that and create issues with that, and leaking and so on.
Yeah, so you customize the length for each side of the house or section of the roof, depending on the direction.
That is correct.
Yeah, and then the seams are basically at corners.
Right.
Okay.
And here in Florida, we know it doesn't rain gently.
No.
So we want to make sure that we manage that water and get it away from the home as best as we can. We try to talk to people about the maintenance program that we have. We come out on a quarterly basis and make sure that everything is flowing and doing the right thing. If you wait too long, you can create problems. Kind of like, brushing your teeth. You want to do it every day or a couple times a day.
Right.
Not waiting
Oh, yeah,
once a
I do.
week to
Yeah,
do it, right?
yeah.
So you want to make sure that you do that, otherwise you'll have a cavity of your home.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yep. Bigger than a tooth cavity, too.
That is true, and more expensive.
Yeah. So say someone buys a home and there's gutters on the home.
Yes.
They're pleased with the gutters, but they don't want to clean them. You didn't install them. However, do you offer that service to residents that not necessarily purchase their gutters through you because they didn't have that opportunity to?
Absolutely. And we also provide a free estimate and or a health check to new people. So if someone comes into town, buys a new home, and just wants to see the health of their gutter, we provide that checklist for them, making sure that everything is okay, and then giving them just kind of an ongoing maintenance, what they should do, whether it be with us or someone else. But making sure that they pay attention to that in this environment with a lot of water.
Yeah. I know there's a difference between gutters and downspouts, but usually when I think of installing gutters, I think of both. Do people usually do both? Is it important to do both?
100%. Yeah, it's one and the same. Obviously, when we collect the water off of the gutter, then we want to make sure that it goes down through the downspout. And collection points in the downspout is actually a key point, because if it gets clogged, then it just stays there. So we don't want that. We want to make sure that the water is collected and drained out.
So when you're cleaning gutters, that includes cleaning the downspout as well.
Yes. And a lot of companies actually, will not go through that process. We at times have to go through what's called French drains, the waters that, the downspouts that go into the ground. You have to make sure that those are clear as well. Otherwise, debris gets in there and can create problems down the line.
And I take it the French drain is a lot of rocks, and that allows the water to seep through to the lower level of the ground, or something like that.
Yeah. Essentially, the French drain takes the downspout and then and puts it into the actual ground and runs it away, maybe 15, 20 or further away from the foundation.
Okay, so there might be a pipe that extends from the French drain to another area, right?
That's correct. We want to make sure that the debris doesn't go down the downspout and into the French drain and clog there. It's just plumbing, if you will.
So what areas in the Tampa Bay do you do? Tell me.
Yeah, pretty much all of Pinellas, Hillsborough, and some over the bridge of the Skyway at times. It depends on the project. We've done quite a bit of commercial projects and military projects on military hangars and things like that. So we've gone from, those types of projects down to the gentleman or lady that just needs, a cleaning. So everywhere in between, we want to service our local customers and making sure that they have a healthy gutter.
Yeah, what about condos and villas?
Absolutely. That requires obviously homeowners associations and things like that, but we 100% want to keep the health of the gutter in all properties such that it doesn't create future damage and costly damage.
Yeah. So if somebody wants to learn more about your business and set up an appointment, should they go to your website? And where are you physically located?
Yes, we're physically located in Palm Harbor, Florida. Of course, we have trucks that go all over the couple of counties. Our website was onecleangutter.com. You can learn a lot about us and see all our reviews that we have there. And also either give us a call, 727-308-7771.
Hope everyone's writing that down. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming. And I've already looked at your webpage and saw some great comments and reviews. So I'm sure our guests and listeners will be interested in learning more about your company and what you can do for them.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be right back. Welcome back to My Chamber TV, and thank you, Liseli from Tonicity Health and Wellness. So glad you could join us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us a little bit about Tonicity Health and Wellness. What do you offer?
We offer just what the name suggests, health and wellness. So we do aesthetics. So most people would know the word Botox and filler. So we treat everything on the outside. So we do injectables, but we also do our wellness portion of that would be we offer massage therapy. And we also have cannabis consults. So we treat everything that's from the outside in.
Yeah, so you have a massage therapist on the premises.
A lot of people are really familiar with Miss Stacy.
Yes, I know Stacy. Yep, she's fabulous.
Yes, she is.
Yeah. What's her specialty and what kind of massages? Do you have a variety of different choices?
We do. So we have everything from Swedish to deep tissue.
And our most popular actually is lymphatic drainage. So we do a lot of post-surgical treatments for our clients. They come in after surgery once the doctor has given them clearance, and we do a lot of lymphatic drainage. We just recently added Paola because we are getting pretty busy with massage therapy in the area. So we now have 2 therapists.
What was it that you just added?
We have Paola. So
And what is that?
she is actually our newest massage
Oh, she's the
therapist.
newest.
Yeah, she's the
Oh,
newest.
okay, okay, yeah. So you have
So
2 on
we
the
now have
premises.
2, yes.
So what's a Swedish massage versus a basic massage?
So the Swedish is going to be more your relaxing massage. So we're not going too deep. It's more relaxation, just kind of moving the blood flow around. And deep tissue, they're getting in there. They're using elbows when necessary. They're breaking up scar tissue, bumps and lumps that they find along the way. That seems to be more popular. So a lot of people love that deep tissue. So
Yeah, how does a person decide which one is best for them if they've not had a massage in a long time or ever?
So honestly, both Stacy and Paola both treat with what they feel. So that way the patient or the client doesn't have to make that choice if they're not really sure which way to go. So a lot of times we do a little bit of a hybrid massage. Deep where it needs to be deep, Swedish where it needs to be a little more Swedish.
Yeah, and the expert's going to know the best, which is the massage therapist, right? And you have a doctor on the premises as well.
We do.
That's encouraging.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. He's very involved. Dr. Deutscher is a retired ophthalmologist and he's our medical director, and he's in charge of all our day-to-day medical decisions. So you feel comfortable. Everything we offer is effective, safe, and it works. It's effective. So yeah, he's very, very involved.
Yeah. What kind of facial services do you offer? I know the Botox, but there's some other ones,
So it
including
doesn't always have to
facials.
start with an injectable. We actually prefer to start with a little bit more of a skincare approach. Let's go ahead and do a facial. We do offer the typical European facial where you're going to get a double cleanse. We're going to look at your pores, and we do include microdermabrasion, which is just a very light, let's just say sanding of the skin. We're getting rid of all those dead skin cells. But probably our most popular facial is called the Diamond Glow facial, and it uses actual diamond tip, and it's a 3-in-1. So it's going to exfoliate all the dead skin cells off. It's going to extract, so your pores are going to be super clean.
Oh, nice.
And
Yeah.
then you get to pick a serum. There's 6 different serums to choose from depending on what's going on with your skin, and it's going to go ahead and deposit that serum deeply into the dermis. So they call it a diamond glow because when you get off that table, you are glowing.
You feel like a diamond. So there's different serums, maybe one for moisture and
Anything
for other
from acne, you can pick a serum for extra moisture, and the most popular is going to be growth factors. So growth factors is the biggest thing out there for anti-aging right now.
we all want anti-aging,
that,
don't we? We
so,
want,
yes.
yeah, turn the clock, don't we?
Oh, yes.
When it comes to our skin. So what's your most popular service overall? Because I understand that you do lash tinting and maybe brow tinting and so forth.
So I'll tell you the top 3 services. I'm going to start with the first one, injectables. I think it's just the best known. So our neuromodulators, which are Botox, ZMN, Dysport, kind of smooth the face, stop the movement. Our second to most popular service is massage. We're very, very, very busy with massage. And our third service is actually laser hair removal.
Okay, yeah.
Ditch the razor. We gotcha.
Excellent. Yeah. So when somebody is interested in Botox for the first time, how do they determine which area on their face? Because I'm assuming they don't do everything, eyes and lip area and everything at once. That would probably be a little over the top. So what do you and your specialists recommend?
So we have 2 nurse injectors right now. We have Crystal, and we have a new one that will be joining us, Brooke. We're super excited. And the way it works is we bring you in and we do a full consultation. We speak to the client, what bothers you, and we come up with a plan because it shouldn't all be done at once. What we do best is natural. So baby steps. So we ask you, what's bothering you the most right now? You tell us that it's maybe the 11s. Maybe we'll throw a little sprinkle of toxin there, bring you back in 2 weeks, see how you like it, and kind of move from there with a full plan so that you don't feel overwhelmed and
Okay.
never overdone.
Yeah, a little at a time. And how long does it take to show the effects? And when someone gets a Botox, say on the 11, then do they notice results immediately? And is there a little swelling and then it calms down and you just look at your mirror and go, wow, this is great, right?
It is great. It is probably like I mentioned, our top service. So it depends on the medication used. So if you choose Botox, that's going to take about 7 days to kick in. If you were to choose something, you have an event coming up and you want super smooth and you need it quickly, then we're going to choose something like a ZMN or a Dysport. Kicks in about 3 days.
Okay, interesting. There's different products for depending on how quick you want the results, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And how long do they usually last?
So your neuromodulators, which is just a fancy word for things like Botox, Dysport, and ZMN, you're going to get 2.5 to 4 months. Everybody breaks it down a little bit differently. But the biggest tip is if you're thinking of having an injectable service and you have an event coming up, give yourself 2 weeks or more to make sure that the result is fabulous. We are using a needle. Bruising is always possible.
Oh, right,
and swelling
right.
is always possible. So we wouldn't want a bride to show up a week before her big day. We actually won't even do the service. So make sure that you choose the right schedule for
Yeah.
what you
Well,
have.
that's good that you counsel your clients in that way. So yeah, we wouldn't want a bride to show up with bruises on her face
her
or
face,
anything, would we? Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. So you're located right here on Main Street, downtown Safety Harbor. Tell us a little bit about your location so our visitors or viewers can find you.
So yeah, we are directly across from Sips Wine Bar, which is
Oh.
pretty fantastic.
Yeah, it is.
Because we love Sips. So we love to visit them. So we are a 2-story building right there on Main Street on the same side as Sandwich on Main. We've been there 3 years.
3 years already.
3 years already. We opened right before the pandemic, so I guess truly we've been at it for 2.5 years because we had to close down like everybody else. But yeah, it's been a fun ride. We love our clients. They become like family to us because
Yeah.
they're coming back to see us multiple times for all their services.
Everyone's so friendly there. When I do stop in, I feel like I am family.
Yeah,
And you sell a lot of products too, so tell us a little bit about your products and how you decide what product line to carry.
So for us, it's medical grade. So I choose the medical lines based after I speak with my esthetician. And we look at studies. We want to see the studies. We want to know that the product is safe and it's effective. So our top seller is Skin Medica, tried and true, has been around for quite some time. And we also carry the Skin Better line. That's a newer line, but it's a very effective line. So we're looking for results. So those are the 2 top lines that we carry. They're very effective. Skincare does not have to be overwhelming. It does not have to be 10 to 15 products. We can probably get you on a skincare regimen with 4 products
4 products.
and you'll be happy with
Oh,
the
that's
results.
nice. Yes, I've seen lines where there's so many. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to take notes to learn which to apply when
And that gets
and
very
how.
overwhelming.
Oh
and you
yeah,
don't stick to
it's
it.
hard to stick to
It's
it.
hard to
Yeah,
stick to.
something that complicated in the morning when you're trying to get kids off to school and get to work and 100 other things. So that seems like that would be encouraging and give confidence to the client as they choose their products based on the research you've done.
Absolutely. We want to offer you something that you're going to stick to. Because
Yeah.
if you stick to it, you're going to see results and you're going to keep coming
Yeah.
back because you're getting the results that you want.
Yeah. And all your services are on your webpage, right?
Yes, they are. Absolutely. You can visit tonicityhealth.com and see all our services. We're adding new things all the time. We just
Excellent.
added PRF, which is super exciting. That's stem cells, so all natural injectable.
Wonderful. Well, and you can make appointments on your website as well, right?
You can call me. I answer the phone all the time. I will be happy to schedule you for your service, go over any questions, or you can go online and book your own service.
Excellent. So go to tonicity.com and learn more about it and or stop by at their shop. And thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back.
Thank you so much.
All right, we're back, and you know what? This little duo going on over here has got something that we all want: good floors, right? Whether it be tile, wood. You don't do carpet though, do you?
No.
Oh God, that's good. So I got Javianna, Mendoza, and Sammy, Sanjuan.
Correct.
Right?
Right.
And you guys are from Floor and Decor and more. No, I'm just kidding. So let's talk about what does Floor and Decor do?
So basically, Florida Decor has been around since 2000. We started off at one store. Right now, we're at 166 stores. We are growing 30, 40 new stores per year. Our goal is to have 500 stores in the next 5 years. We are the industry leader in hard surface flooring coverings. From 50 square feet to 500,000 square feet. No job is too big or too small for Floor and Decor.
That is awesome. Now, here's something that a lot of people don't know about Floor and Decor that I found out. You have in-house, you have a design professional, right? So someone like me that walks in and go, well, I want to put that down, and Javianna goes, oh, no, you don't. Because this is what it should look like, and this is what, let's talk about what you do.
Okay, so yes, how you say, we have free design services. We have
Oh, I didn't say
countertop.
free. I thought I had to pay for that stuff.
Nope, no, really, it's totally free. So you can make the appointment through the website or just call into the store, and we schedule for you. You will have a time about hour and a half, depending on how big is your project. With one of our designers we have in the Clearwater store. I'm the manager there.
Okay.
We have 8 designers in total, including myself.
Wow.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest teams for design. We have over 2 million square feet in items that you can choose for your design, your bathroom, kitchen, offices. We has been designed as offices as well. So it's basically you dream it, we do it.
That should be on her card. Her business card should say that you dream it.
We'll get it done.
So, now, do you come to the houses? Will you go on site as well, or is it strictly in-house?
It's strictly in the store
Okay.
for now. We will have that in-home consultation coming soon. Probably, we're not sure exactly, probably will be for next year.
Okay.
But I know Texas already tested, and
Nice.
it's going really, really good.
Okay.
For in-home consultation, it's a pay service. But if you want to have it totally free, you can go to the store.
Okay. Now, if I'm coming to the store, do I need to be pictures of the interior of my house now?
Yes, it's better because we can have a better visual of
Okay.
what you're working on. And also, one of my recommendation to people, it's always talk picture of the rest of the house, because we can see how their looks, what they like, what colors they have around, so we can create better designs, style around on what they really want to.
Okay. Now, Sammy was bragging about you, right? So, sometimes it's hard to talk about ourselves. I get it.
I know.
I have no problem with that. But you are you're truly a professional degree. I mean, you have the training of being a design expert.
Correct. How he told you, I graduated in Venezuela as an architect. I moved in 2017 to United States. Unfortunately, I was unable to sign as an architect here. So I did a twist in my career. And now I'm a student in the interior decorating
Right.
service at the Pinellas Technical College.
Nice.
And here I am, and now I'm manager of the floor and decor.
So that means you have that vision of, it's great that I want to do this kind of flooring in this room, but if it doesn't flow correctly to the rest of the house, you're the person who can say, well, we need to kind of talk about that.
Yes, I will try to direction you in the best way that I can. Obviously, it's all, you always will be the person that you will live there. So it's in base of what you really
Right,
want. But I will always try to direction to the best option.
That is very cool. Now, Sammy, let's talk about you. You literally, everything other than carpet, you have all types of flooring. I mean, let's talk about that.
Yeah, so basically we have from vinyl, laminate, mosaics, again, any hard surface floorings, we are the nation's leader. We actually came out with a new product recently, a 24 by 48 tile. where nobody has what we
That
have in
is
stock.
huge.
And it's gonna get big. It's gonna get bigger. We're
Yeah.
gonna start carrying a 5x10 slab in November. So imagine having 5 slabs
Right.
for one shower. So that's gonna maximize your return on investment when you put the property in the market.
Right.
So when
It's
I say that we're the
amazing.
industry leader, we are the industry leader.
That, I mean, I always thought the biggest towel you could get is a 2 foot by 2 foot.
Yeah.
But not now.
No, sir.
Now, I still people looking for the 18s by 18s, and it's like, nope, no. We have bigger than those. It looks awesome. It makes look bigger your space. You don't have crowds, lines that much. So cleaning wise, it's perfect. It's
So,
perfect.
do you do exotic woods for flooring?
We generally, the good thing about Florida Decor is that every market is different, every region is different.
Okay.
We do live in Florida, and the climate, it's not the best for natural harbor. We do carry a good selection.
Right.
But versus, let's say, in the Northeast or the Northwest, that's more prominent,
Right.
more there. But that's the beauty about Florida Decor, that we have the capacity to bring in product for one of our 166 other stores. So you have a project.
Right.
I like this product at the location in Washington State. We'll bring it in for you.
Okay. I was going to say, yeah, that was my question. It's like, if I'm out west and I see some just great flooring and I come here and, man, I can't find it anywhere. If I've got a picture of it or something like that, I can say, Sammy, can you get me this? And probably, yeah.
We'll hunt it down for you.
Okay, so let's talk about, now you do acoustical. I used you guys a lot. So sometimes the flooring is great, but it's got to have an acoustical value in some of the stuff that people's homes, that stuff you can get as well.
Special order, we need to look more into detail for it, but we
Right.
do sell cork underlayment by itself,
Right.
which actually help out for what you're trying to do. We also do sell a product which is part of the same family. It's called Nucor. It is a luxury vinyl plank with a cork underlayment. So give you the appearance, and still it's more sound acoustic friendly for what you're trying to achieve.
Right.
So
No, but this is not just because you have stuff for the walls as well.
Correct.
Let's talk about that.
yeah.
Because there's different types of products.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have mosaic, we have tiles, we have wood, how he say, we have travertine. We're trying to be a little bit more open and pool for tiles for pool too.
Okay.
It's not just about flooring. It's literally to create a full design for your house. Basically, we have now fixtures, mirrors, lightings, countertop. We have prefabricates. We have custom countertop. So it's thinking in about the full project for your house.
Okay, so it's not just the floor. I mean, I can come in
Yeah.
there and get I can make everything match. So if I have a nice floor and I say, well, I really want this to countertop, then that's where you come in going, this countertop will look really good with these floors. I'm just saying, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And then lighting and fixtures, that's very good.
Yeah, those are new. So I'm not sure right now if all the store already have it, but we were one of the first one in and get the lightings in there and mirrors. So if you go there and you visit, you will see a bunch of new items. We try to refresh every 3 months every quarter.
Correct, every
we
quarter.
try
Nice,
to
okay.
refresh our tiles.
Make it look a
yeah.
little prettier. 'Cause
Yeah.
Got more stuff. So now what if I need supplies? Like, do I still need to go to Home Depot? I hate to say that word in front of everybody, but do I need to get in front of my grout and all that kind of stuff? Or is that something that Floor & Decor carries as well?
No, that's fair to say. Yes, we do carry all the set materials needed for the tile. We have the thin set, the mortar, the grout, the underlayment is needed as well. So not many people do realize that we sell some hardy backer board, cement boards. Basically,
I'd never known that.
Yeah, so basically everything you need to do the project
Right.
that you think you got to Home Depot or Lowe's, we're a one-stop shop for that.
Okay. Now, if what's the best thing for me to do? Go to the website first?
As for the order placement, or
Just to kind of look and see what you got?
Well, I highly recommend this. If you're looking for a design or a project, I would highly recommend you go to social media, see what you like. I like this bathroom. I like these ideas. Screenshot. Go to their website. See what we have available. The good thing about the website, you actually choose the Clearwater Floor & Decor. You see what we have in stock in the store.
Okay.
Once you have an idea, you come into the store. We set up an appointment with Javianna, for example. Hey, Javianna, I like this product. And she's able to pick product we have in the store, in stock, and bring your dream to life.
That is absolute. Now, where are you located?
We're looking at the Clearwater store, so it's literally a US 19 with the Drew Street.
Okay.
In front of the same parking lot where it's Buffalo Wings
Okay.
and the stadium.
Okay,
So,
so
big
that's right.
preference.
You're right there by the Blue
Baker.
Jays or
Yeah.
the training club. That is absolutely phenomenal. Best way to get a hold of you guys is to call the numbers that's been on there or go to the website, correct?
Yeah, correct. Also, on the website, it's really good to know we have a visualizer on the website. So it's literally you can take a picture of your room, you can update the picture there, and put the tiles on the wall, floor, and you will have an idea how it look. Even if you don't have the time to go to the store, it's a quick tool that you can use to have an idea.
Excellent. All right, well, thank you for being on My Chamber TV. We'll be right back. We have great more guests coming on, so stick around after these messages.